So almost inevitably, when Apple launches a new MacBook or MacBook Pro, someone's going to come along and say, "Hey, can I buy the older version or do I have to buy the new version?" Well, the answer to that question is, yeah, you often can buy the older version, and in many cases, should buy the older version, because the older version MacBook Pros are still very, very good. I am actually recording this on an M1 Pro MacBook Pro, the 2021 model, 14 inch, and it's a very, very good machine. This thing chews through Premiere, through After Effects, through Motion, through Affinity Designer, Illustrator, all those things that I need to do, and I have yet to see it slow down, honestly. So yes, even in 2023, the 2021 model is something that is beyond something that I would consider. I would honestly recommend that over the newer model if you want to save some money. So check this out here with me. The M2 Pro MacBook Pro, the 14 inch, starts at $2,000. That is the 16 gigs of RAM, 512 SSD. So you're getting a good machine there. It's not going to be something that you're overspending on. Of course, this is a good computer that will serve you for a long, long time. And you can of course go up to the M2 Max chip there for over $3,000. Or there's the 16 inch model, of course, which starts a little bit more at $24.99. all the way up to $34.99. So those are some pretty hefty price points for what you're getting. Now, is it worth it? Probably, yeah, but only if you absolutely need the brand new and you need all the advancements of the M2 over the M1 architecture. So M2 is a good chip, but the M1 is still good as well. So check this out here with me. The Apple Certified Store is a really good place to go and look and to see what you can find, because their inventory does change, of course. But these are Macs that are refurbished by Apple, they're sold by Apple, and they come with the Apple warranty. So it's just as if you were buying a new Mac straight from Apple. But check this out. This particular one here is $1,539. This is a 14-inch MacBook Pro with the 8-core CPU, 14-core GPU, space gray, for $1,539. I mean, compare that to the $2,000 that you would be spending on a brand new M2 Pro MacBook Pro, and think, is it really worth the extra money to go for that over this? Personally, I would say no, unless you absolutely must have that newer version. This is a really good option for a lot of people, and you can save some good money. Now, the Apple Refurbished Store has refurbished, Macs and iPads and iPhones and watches, and there are things in here that are cheaper than you might think. So let's just say, for example, if I want to look at the MacBook Pros and I want to, sort that by, let's just say 16 inch. There are some refurbished MacBook Pros in here. Some of these are the Intel, which I wouldn't recommend someone buy an Intel Mac in 2023, but you can buy a refurbished, M1 Pro MacBook Pro. So starting here, this is at $1,929, and you're saving some good money over the newer M2 model. And this is still a very, very good machine, which again comes with an Apple warranty. So really, it's a no-brainer in my opinion. If you want a MacBook, but you don't really want to spend the M2 MacBook kind of money, check this out. But if you don't really want to go the refurbished route, if that's kind of a hang up for you, then you can go for a brand new one being sold by a retailer. So for example, here's B&H, and B&H is a good source for a lot of things. This is a 14-inch MacBook Pro with 16 gigs of RAM and 512 SSD for $16.99. So it's a little bit more than that Apple refurbished one, of course, but this is still a very, very good deal, honestly. And you can go over here to Newegg, and Newegg's a little bit more expensive at $17.99 for the same machine. But again, this is a new computer. Now, Amazon's a little bit more expensive at $18.90, and if you go a little bit above that, then I would just say, just go ahead and get the newest model, because at $18.90, you're not that far off from the 2000 mark. So I would just say go ahead and get the newer one at that point. But if you want to spend this kind of money, or if you want to spend that $1,500 kind of money on the Apple Refurbished Store, then I would highly recommend going refurbished, because here's the thing. You don't need to go buy the newest version. Most people don't need all of the advancements of the M2 architecture. Yes, there are things in there that are better than the M1. The M2 Pro chip is going to be better and faster at a lot of things than the M1 Pro chip. Yes, no questions. Sure, absolutely. The M1 Max will be beaten by the M2 Max. Yeah, of course, and as it should be. I mean, the M2 series is newer, it's faster than the M1, but for most people, that M1 series is still going to be a great option. You know, whether you're doing this for college, or you need something for school, for graphic design, for video editing. I mean, my MacBook Pro with the M1 Pro chip chews through 4K footage. Now, are there people with workflows that would, slow down the M1 Pro? Yeah, of course. And for those people, the M2 Pro and the M2 Max are great options, or even the M1 Max. But don't think that you have to go buy the newest version to be current. I mean, yes, the M2s are good, but the M1 chips are honestly a great deal for a lot of people. So one of the reasons that I started this channel is because I want to help people to save money and to use their money wisely. And I want people to understand that, yes, those new models are out there, and yes, they can go buy one of those if they want to. But if they don't want to spend that kind of money, the refurbished options are pretty appealing, and you can save some good money by going refurbished over a brand new one.